The first and most impactful truth is that nobody really cares about you, especially your schoolmates. The people you interact with, the WhatsApp groups, the high school jokes, all that tends to dissolve. They're too busy trying to make other people care about them. And in the end, nobody cares about anybody. The vast majority of these people you know today won't have professional success. They'll get lost, accept mediocrity, become supermarket cashiers, or do manual labor because they were indoctrinated to expect money to fall from the sky or to dream of being a soccer player or rapper. Dreams that rarely come true for most. Yeah, I myself dreamed of being a soccer player, but it didn't work out. Today, I have a company making millions a year and living with financial, emotional, and geographical freedom. And what did that teach me? Don't put your expectations on the people around you. Of the 10 people you talk to today, only one will remain in your life. The others will get lost. Chapter 2. The End of Slavery, an Illusion. Slavery didn't end, it just modernized. Back then, we were whipped and forced to work. Today, the system imposes a microchip on our minds, making us believe we have to follow a schedule. Study, pass your exams, go to college, get a good job. Know that this might reward you with a job, but I believe you want more. I believe you don't just want that, so know that for great things to happen, you have to be willing to take great risks. Success strategies don't come from manual labor, but from mental effort. The weight of the pen is heavier than the weight of the shovel, and it provides you with an immense quality of life. It's hard to accept this when you're 16. You prefer listening to music, playing ball, or doing anything that won't give you any return, just self-destruction. But that's the truth I wish I had heard. When we're teenagers, we're egocentric. We think we own the world, that we're going to change everything. But the reality is, you don't change the whole world. Want to change the world? Change your world. By changing yourself, your frequency will rise, and you'll motivate the people around you. You don't need thousands of followers to inspire someone. Encourage your friend, your mom, your dad, or relative. If you wake up to modern slavery, you can wake up those near you. The decision to follow this path of progress is individual, but you can offer the message. There's no problem being a supermarket cashier. The problem is accepting that condition for the rest of your life. You know, I had a colleague, Luis Henrique, a genius at math. Today, he's a supermarket cashier. Why? Because he was indoctrinated to follow the system schedule, the mental war, and digital manipulation. The war today isn't about muscles or weapons, it's mental. That's why we see so much depression and anxiety. The way to dominate the population is through anxiety, depression, the idea that you're not capable, that you have to follow a predetermined plan. Listen, my son, everything that's destructive is allowed, and everything that builds you up is forbidden. On the internet, we easily see content of vulgarity, drugs, violence. Why isn't it banned? Because that's how they control your mind, how they give you dopamine spikes, small drugs that make you a mental slave. Influencers, soccer players, and artists, for the most part, don't care about you. Stop the idolatry. They won't tell you to build a business, to be strategic, to look within yourself, because that doesn't make them money. The smarter you become, the less of a slave you are. Listen, we're molded from school to focus on self-destruction, to only wake up to life at 80 years old. Thank God, I understood this early, between 16 and 17. Not with the depth of knowledge I have today, but it was enough for me to seek other sources of knowledge outside the state curriculum. Know this, public education for the most part is flawed. Colleges are a great example of this. The system allows it, ingrains it, plants the little seed. It's sad, but the government acts like a pharaoh, controlling its slaves. The war is mental, and they seek to control your brain by giving you dopamine spikes through content that should be forbidden, like pornography. Listen, that kind of content sucks your soul. Everything that's destructive is allowed, and everything that's constructive is forbidden. That's the reality we live in. This clear and direct perspective will help you reflect and seek the path of construction, son.